period. Still no score between the Aviators and the Habs. Face-off will be deep in the zone. Goldstein to take the draw for the Habs, but it's won by New York, trying to make his way out in front. Now on his belly, trying to backhand out in front was Guido. Cleared it all the way through. Kasarowski has it back behind the goal. Newcomb knocks it down with the glove. Gets hit back behind the play by McCarthy. Now into the corner. Chasing down is Cangelosi. Last time out for him, it was a 3-goal performance against the Syracuse Stampede. As New York controls on the near side. Hope everyone out there enjoyed their Thanksgiving, as both of these teams took an extended break for the Thanksgiving break as well. As now New York loses control. Shot on goal. Spin try there by Goldstein and a save by Petrosino. And play is stopped with 18:59 left to go in the first period. Both teams each have a shot, but still no score on the board. Again, we're looking for any kind of input on the video side of the broadcast. If you can't find the video feed, it's twitter.com/IYM Sports Radio. And just click on the link. It's a Ustream link. As the shot comes in from the point, saved by Petrosino. Cleared to the line, kept alive by Trenton. Goes into the corner, chasing down is Lavoie. Back behind the goal, intercepted by Johansson. Far side, trying to come right back out in front, but it's going to be cleared all the way down. Could go for icing. Let's see if it makes it all the way down. And it looks like it will just make it over the line. So play is stopped with 18:35 left to go in the first. So for the feedback on the video broadcast, hey, if you have feedback on the audio broadcast, want to do a shout out to any other players out there or to the coaches or anything else, shoot us an email. Our email address is info@iymsportsradio.com. That's info@iymsportsradio.com. Both the audio and video broadcasts will be archived as well, and we'll get all the information to everybody out there as the day goes along. As Hune throws it in on goal, just goes to the side of the net there. Back behind the goal, they battle. It's going to be Twining digging at it with Lavoie. Twining comes out with it. DeLisa comes into the corner to grab for Trenton. Goes back behind the goal for Twining. Little shoulder check there on Johansson. Thrown out in front. Shot on goal and blocked out in front as Victor Papa looked to get in the way of that. Cleared away and all the way down. Oh, Facina right off the bench able to grab it, stop the icing. As Hune comes up with it. Angle back behind Facina. Back to Hune near side. Just 2 minutes into the game here from the Sun National Bank Center, Trenton, New Jersey. Home of the Trenton Titans of the ECHL. The shot comes in off the crossbar as Lobianco just skimmed it off the top of the bar. And it went off the glass. Out to center ice. Near side, this is Kasarowski moving in 3-on-1. Kasarowski into the slot. Takes a shot deflected high up the glass. Catches up with it in the corner. Back to the point. A little too strong for Newcomb. And it comes back in on goal. Burton will stick it aside and leave it for Facina. Up to the near side for Armbruster. Moving in 2-on-2 at Lavoie. Corrects that's Lobianco, but it doesn't matter. It's cleared up the center ice. Cut off there by Kasarowski. Has to his mates to wait for his mates to come onside, so he decides to dump in and into the corner. And looks like the puck is stuck underneath the boards. So play is stopped with 17:20 left to go in the first period. Real quick, want to do a shout out to the staff here at the Sun National Bank Center, especially Robert Upshaw. He's the technical services manager here at the arena, able to hook us up with a real good internet connection to allow this video broadcast to go out. So thanks so much to the folks here at the Sun National Bank Center and the Trenton Titans treating us real well as it's thrown out in front, shot on goal, and he scores! A pass from behind there. It was Lobianco in front to Armbruster. For Armbruster, that's his 9th of the season. And with 17:13 left to go in the first period, it's 1-0 Trenton. A real good start here for the Trenton Habs, carrying much of the play. Lobianco just throwing it out in front. And a good job by the Trenton Habs. They're going to move in right away again. Rene, toe drag move, gets it right back, takes a shot, saved by Petrosino. Back behind the goal, Rene tries to throw it in front looking for Lobianco. He gets pinned to the boards there by Sutton. And Trenton has it. The shot comes in, save, rebound, it's loose, back behind the goaltender. Finally reaches back and covers up. And play is stopped as right now it's all Trenton Habs rather. It won't be all Trenton Titans until tonight at 4 o'clock when they take on the Chicago Express. So if you're in the area, come out to the Sun National Bank Center and cheer on the local ECHL club, the Trenton Titans, to take on the Chicago Express. But right now it's Trenton Habs time, And face-off is won by the New York Aviators. Again, they play out of the Aviator Sports and Event Center, the home of the Brooklyn Aviators of the Federal Hockey League. As back behind the goal, puck is left behind there by Papa. Now he catches up with it, and he'll skate out with it. Out to center ice. Nice little pass across there for Clayton as he tries to move in, but Newcomb able to reach across and get it over to Watkins. Now to Armbruster, near side. All the way across far side, passes behind Renee, has to receive it up the board, backhand try, almost given up to Clayton. Could have had a little 2-on-1 there if he controlled it. As it's thrown across, looks like Lobianco's coming off. Not sure if he's hurt there, if that was just a normal change. Looks like he was doubled over a bit, but Armbruster able to dump out to center ice for the Trenton Habs. Watkins with it on the near side. It's good forecheck here by New York. But as I say that, Goldstein will move out 3-on-2. Goldstein moves it in, fires, blocked down right away. Goldstein takes it right back, tries a backhand, it gets it across, looking for Cangelosi. It's batted away back to the point. Kept alive, hung with a shot, and it's loose out in front, trying to get a backhander off was Goldstein. Goes back to the point for Facina, out in front looking for Goldstein. Backhand trying, a nice save, rebound, it's loose in front, and then cleared all the way down. Great pressure here by the Trenton Habs. And no icing is called as Berger came out to look to play it. And that hybrid rule, if you come out of your crease, it's going to be cut off there. The pass up ahead for Berube. He got picked by the linesman. It's going to go all the way down. This time it's no icing. Dumped into the corner. Goldstein will get there first. Looking for a man out in front. Finds him. Takes a shot. Saved by Petrosino. And New York can move the other way. This is Brian Conklin out with it. One of the few non-Brooklynites out there. He'll dump into the zone. He's out of Oceanside, Long Island as Kyle Hume passes up ahead. Goldstein tries to clear out, goes off a leg, and now it's going to be Hune up ahead looking for Cangelosi. Hops up in the air on him, over to Berube, and moving 2-on-2. Berube, drop pass for Cangelosi. Little trouble controlling. He's got hooked off from behind. New York will lift it off the glass and out of play. So play is stopped with 15:06 left to go in the first period. Shots on goal, 4-1 in favor of the Trenton Habs, but it's 1-0 on the scoreboard thanks to Russell Armbruster, his 9th goal of the season, the forward out of Cleveland, Ohio, getting this one underway early for the Habs. Twining in to take the draw for Trenton. One back to the point, Kasarowski with a drive, just missed on the near side, and Newcomb will keep it alive on the far side, clears it around the near side corner, where it'll be Dennis Cooney lifting up ahead, intercepted by Twining. He gets ridden off the play. Now it's going to be Loughman out to center ice. Could be a one-on-one play. Trying to catch up with it is Conklin. Cut off there by Newcomb, who lifts it back behind the goal and follows up. Ridden to the boards. They cancel, but Kasarowski's there. And then pass up ahead for DeLisa, who'll lift it out to center ice. Knocked down by Abraham Sutton. To the near side for Dennis Cooney. Angled up ahead, intercepted by Kasarowski as they battle on the near side. Trying to get it up for Twining. He's surrounded by Aviators, but moves in anyway. Turns into a 3-on-2. Moving in. Kasarowski with a shot saved by Petrosino. Into the corner, Twining cups up with it. Turn around, fires, and Petrosino with another nice save. And play is stopped. 14:22 left to go. First period, 1-0. Trenton. We'll let you know that our next broadcast for the Trenton Habs will be next Sunday, right back here at Sun National Bank Center. That's Sunday, December 4th, 11:30 a.m. As the Trenton Habs will host the Philadelphia Jackals. And again, we are anticipating another video broadcast for that one as well. So Armbruster right off the face-off takes a shot. Stick save by Petrosino. And it's cleared up ahead, kept alive by Renee. Shot on goal. Save and covered up by Petrosino. And play is stopped once again. Our next broadcast will be next Thursday. We're live from the Grundy Arena in Bristol, Pennsylvania as Pennsbury High School takes on Council Rock South. That's coming up on Thursday, 8:55 p.m. is the start time, and that'll be a standard audio-only broadcast. There's a backhander out in front. Kick save again by Petrosino. He's already had to make 6 saves. Just 5 minutes into the first period. That's now skating out with it. 2-on-2. Ray Recco comes out. Continue with a 3-on-2 with some speed. Recco moves in near side, trying to make his way into the corner. Recco being looked at by Kosciolek. Back behind the goal into the corner. Recco dumps it back behind the goal. Hume will get there first. He overskates, but Armbruster's there to help. Cleared around the near side, rides the dashboard to the point. Kept alive by New York, but now Kosciolek has it. Bouncing puck, can't control. Armbruster digs at it, lifted out to the line. Lobianco will try to move out the other way. Lobianco moving in, surrounded by Aviators. Tries to move in, catches up with the puck side of the goal, thrown out in front, and it's a penalty coming up. As it was knocked away at the last second. It's going to be a hooking call against the New York Aviators, so Trenton will go on the power play. An opportunity to extend their lead. It's 1-0, and going into the box for New York is number 25, Tyler Steimel. Leading scorer of this Aviator club with 8 goals. As it's one back to Berube, then to the far side, now to Kasarowski. Back to Berube in the near side. Looking to set up the power play. Back to the point. Kasarowski moves across. Drive. Saved by Petrosino when he holds on. Stopping play. 13-17 left to go. First period, 1-0 at Trenton. 1:50 remaining in the Habs power play. Cangelosi to take the draw for the Habs. He gets politely asked to leave, and now it's going to be Goldstein. Moving in over to Berube. Tries to get back to the point for Kasarowski. He overskates. Could be a 2-on-1 short-handed. Moving in is Clayton. Clayton on the near side. Has a man out in front and gets to him. Takes a shot off the post. A bad break for New York. A beautifully played 2-on-1. It's loose out in front again, short-handed. Trying to chip it in on goal was Clayton, and it goes wide. As Burton is very thankful for that goal post there. Good opportunity short-handed for the Aviators, but Trenton still on the power play for the next minute 24. Giveaway out in front again. But tipped into the corner by Clayton. He's all over the place out there. Chipped into the corner now. Trenton will try it again. 1:15 remaining in their power play. Cangelosi with it on the near side. Into the zone. Knocked off his stick. Looks to chase it down himself, though, as it goes into the corner. Lifted back for Goldstein. He gets ridden off. Powers his way through back behind the goal, though. Looking for someone out in front. Has Berube there. Slamming his stick, but doesn't get to him as it goes back to the point for Facina. Up ahead. Side of the goal. Shot there. Saved by Petrosino. Behind the goal. Cangelosi out in front. Shot on goal. He scores! The pass was intended for Berube. It was behind him, but Goldstein was right there to knock it home for his 12th goal of the season. A power play goal. Trenton leads 2-0. After a couple of inauspicious plays there coming out of their own zone, the Trenton Habs regroup and score the power play marker. 2-0 in favor of the Trenton Habs. 1-for-1 on the power play. With 12:22 left to go in the first period, faceoff comes all the way back into the Trenton zone. Facina will clear up for Lavoie. Lavoie all the way across for DeLisa. They'll move out 2-on-2. DeLisa moving in with Twining. DeLisa moves in, gets it over to Twining. Side of the goal, makes his way back behind. Now dumped back behind the goal for DeLisa as they cycle around out in front for Twining. Tipped on goal and blocked away off a leg and cleared out to the line. Hune will keep it alive. Hune throws out in front, deflected. It goes off his own leg there. That was Twining. And New York can clear to the near side point. Hune will keep it alive again. Up ahead for DeLisa. Top of the circle. Has to regroup. Throws it in on goal. Backhand try, and he scores! Peter Twining, a backhand shot. His 6th goal of the season. And with 11:44 left to go in the first period, it's 3-0 Trenton. Two quick goals there. The first one by Goldstein on the power play, and just a minute or so later by Twining, even strength, extends the Trenton lead 3-0. Just about halfway through this first period, as now New York will move in 2-on-2. Shot from the point, blocked away. Shot came in from Steinmetz. It's loose out in front. Another shot comes in. He fans on it, and still making the save was Burton. That was Elagio with that second shot there, as Trenton will lift it out to the line and out to center ice. Lavoie tries to carry it up ahead, gets it across for DeLisa, moving in 2-on-2. DeLisa moves in. Tries to pass across for Lavoie, who was covered, went off a leg, and comes out to center ice off the stick of Elagio. Kosciolek up to the near side. Intercepted by New York, but offsides was Recco. So play is stopped with 11:10 left to go in the first period. Shots on goal, 10-1 in favor of the Trenton Habs, leading 3-0. And Trenton leading the season series 4-0. And all by decent margins. And that trend seems to be continuing here, but New York has had some good response. We'll see what they can do here, as it is now controlled by Trenton back behind the goal. Lobianco will lift it out to center ice. Now to the near side, a big hit by Rene, as he followed up on the forecheck. As now New York gives it away. Rene controls on the near side. Rene with it, tries a sidestep move, but a good job by Papa to try to knock it away. Over to Todd Rene. Over to Armbruster, tries to make his way out in front, lifts the stick, and it's cleared away at the last second by New York. Rene has it at center ice for the Habs. Dumps just wide of the goal. Actually, it was on goal, sticked away by Petrosino. Near side, cleared around. Far side controlling is Recco. Long pass up ahead, split his on-rushing forwards, so Trenton can take control again. Armbruster with it. On the near side, moving in 3-on-2. Armbruster held up at the line, and now it's going to be offsides, as Berube came in a little too soon. 10:13 left to go in the first period. 3-0 Trenton. Glad you could join us here from the Sun National Bank Center in Trenton, New Jersey. Those of you who are listening on IYM Sports Radio, if you want to try to watch the video feed, just go to twitter.com/IYM Sports Radio. And here comes New York on a 2-on-1. Shot on goal. Save. Rebound. Still loose and then skated away by Watkins. Watkins passed up ahead. It's going to be a little too strong for Berube. And lifted up ahead. It's behind the play. Berube just knocked down Sutton. And New York has it loose out in front. Cleared away at the last second. Now it's a 3-on-2 for Trenton. Goldstein passes in his skates. Had a little trouble controlling. Catches up with it and dumps into the corner. Newcomb on the forecheck. Tries to throw it in front. Knocked away by Sutton. Behind the goal. Cangelosi will skate through in control. Tries to pass in front. Over skating was Cooney to try to knock it away. Berube's there. And it's skated away by the New York Aviators. And they'll try to make it out to center ice. Bounced off a few legs. Now moving on 2-on-2. This is Leonard. Steve Leonard with a shot. Saved by Berger. And it's cleared around to the near side. Goldstein coming in surrounded by Aviators. He'll try to make his way into the corner. He'll just dump it in there. Coming back is Brian Conklin for New York. Now to the near side. Conklin lifted it out to the center line. Gets it over for Clayton. He'll move in 2-on-2. Clayton on the far side. Trying to get around Facina. Takes a shot and it goes just high. Good opportunity. A little toe drag move to kind of fool Facina. But couldn't get the shot in on goal. Trenton controls on the near side. 8:50 left to go in the first period. 3-0 in favor of the Trenton Habs. Andrew Facina, pass up ahead, looking for DeLisa, hops over his stick and will go all the way down, but they're saying it's a deflection, so no icing called. Coming back is Christian Johansson. He'll kick it out in front of his own goal. It's going to be intercepted, shot on goal, and a save by Petrosino when he holds on. Is Twining with the big intercept, and Petrosino with the nice save. So as we were saying about the video broadcast, go to twitter.com/IYM Sports Radio. The link is there. It's a Ustream link. I think it's ustream.tv/channels. All sorts of other things. That's why we put the link up on the Twitter page. So Twining controls on the far side. Gets pounded into the corner, but now escaping out. It's going to be Eric Guido coming out 2-on-2. Keith gains the line and dumps it into the corner. Burton will come back behind the Trenton goal. And clear to the near side for Gabe DeLisa. Round to the far side. The only one there is Mike McCarthy for Brooklyn. Unable to keep it in the zone, though, was Johansson. And here comes Lavoie the other way. Gets held up and good shoulder check there by Guido. Twining escapes out of the 2-on-2 battle out in front, looking for DeLisa off his stick. Coming across is Lavoie. He tries to go into the corner. Take it away, and here comes New York the other way. Clayton with it, coming in 1-on-2. Clayton with a shot. Oh, missing it the last second there was Berger. He kind of reacted late, but still able to make the save. Now DeLisa can move the other way. Lifts it forward, and then dumps into the corner. Chases down himself as he gets around Sutton. Back behind the goal. Sutton knocks him down while falling down. Trying to control is DeLisa while on his belly, and penalty coming up against New York. Backhand try, save, rebound still loose in front, and it's covered up by Petrosino. And the play is stopped with 7:35 left to go. First period, 3-0 Trenton. Thanks to goals by Peter Twining, Russell Armbruster, and Justin Goldstein. It'll be the Trenton Habs going on the power play for the second time. They're 1 for 1. And an opportunity to extend their lead as, let's see who goes to the box here for the New York Aviators. Number 9, Abraham Sutton goes in. And called them Brooklyn before. That's their, essentially their big brothers in the Federal Hockey League are called the Brooklyn Aviators. It comes back to the point. Controlled, shot on goal, goes just wide as Armbruster now has it near side. Little trouble controlling, goes back to the point, Kasarowski. Kasarowski across the near side, top of the circle for Armbruster. Armbruster moves in, takes a shot, save, rebound, and kicked away. A nice kick save by Petrosino and cleared all the way down. 1:40 remaining in the Trenton power play. Kasarowski controls back behind his own goal, trying to avoid the forecheck of Ray Recco. Cleared all the way up ahead. It's going to be grabbed there by Rene. He'll try to move in 3-on-2. Rene on the far side, stops in the half boards. Comes out in front, takes a shot, and it's blocked away. Now coming back with it is going to be Armbruster. Over to Kasarowski. Back to Armbruster. Hops over his stick. Regroups. Into the corner. This is Lobianco. Back to Kasarowski. Hops over his stick. He has to regroup at center ice with 6:50 left to go in the first period. 1:12 remaining in the Trenton power play. Dumped in and around. Armbruster will come up with it in the corner. Absorb a hard hit there, but still controls the puck. He got decked there by Papa, but using his size, still able to control the puck. It is out at center ice once again, though. Hune will dump right back in. Chasing back is going to be Victor Papa out of Brooklyn, New York. Off the glass and off the glove of Hune and out to center ice. Hune will have to touch to avoid the hand pass call. So Facina has it now. And then to the far side, Francois Berube moves in. Back to the point, shot on goal, stick save by Petrosino. Side of the goal, Lobianco tries to move out in front. Batted on goal once again by Cangelosi. Petrosino can't control. Back to the point again, Hune with it. Wrist shot on goal, bouncing puck, shot on goal, save, and covered up by Petrosino. It's great action here by the Trenton Habs. Lots of pressure, but no goals thus far on this power play. 26 seconds remaining on the man advantage. 6:01 left to go in the first period. It's 3-0 Trenton, and they're looking for more as Cangelosi comes in to take the draw for the Trenton Habs. Wins it over to Berube. Gets it back for Hune. Now Berube near side. Top of the circle as they set things up to Cangelosi in the corner. Pinching in deep is Facina. Cangelosi still controls. Goes back to the point for Hune. Now over to Facina. Facina in front looking for Cangelosi. Hune got in the way of his own man. Back down out in front anyway by Cangelosi. Second try and it goes wide. Cangelosi on the near side still controls. 5 seconds remaining in the power play. Near side coming up with it. Trying to get a shot on goal. Had Lobianco out in front. Goes off a leg into the corner. Lobianco controls. And that ends the power play. Comes all the way across Goldstein. Now Cangelosi. Berube back behind the goal. Goldstein looking for a cutter out in front. Has Goldstein out in front. No, unable to connect the correction. That was a Facina anyway. Facina is able to keep it alive. Shot on goal. Blocker save. And out to the line. And New York could get some relief as it's cleared to center ice. Almost had a 2-on-1 there, but couldn't catch up with it. Was Clayton. And now it's going to be Francois Berube. 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Berube will move in, surrounded by Aviators. Drops for Goldstein. He'll dump in and around. Chasing down is Cangelosi for the Habs. Hops up in the air on him, rides to dash aboard for a second as a 2-on-2 battle ensues. He tries to power his way past Steimel. Spins around his check, tries to throw it back for Kalciolik. Dumps into the corner, far side now. Berube there. Berube looking to turn around out in front. He's down, throws it out in front anyway. Save, rebound, backhand, try, and he scores! Cangelosi using his size to backhand it past the goaltender while warding off a defenseman. For Cangelosi, that is his 11th goal of the season. And with 4:36 left to go in the first period, it's 4-0 Trenton. Cangelosi, local product out of West Windsor, New Jersey. 11th goal of the season. Making it 4-0 for Trenton, and they're taking control of this game in the latter stages of the first period. Newcomb with it on the far side for Watkins. Has to race back. Control to the far side for Lavoie. Up the board. It's going to be intercepted. Hops over a stick. Trying to control there is Twining. And he'll lift it out to center ice and all the way down. Not going to make it for icing. It's a foot race for the puck. Trying to get that in front for Lavoie was DeLisa. But it's cleared away. And now New York can move the other way 3-on-2 if they hurry. On the near side they control. Into the zone with a wrist shot. Kick save by Burton as it goes into the corner. Looked like it was deflected on its way in. Conklin got a good shot off as it goes into the corner again. Back behind the goal. Conklin controls it. Conklin back behind looking for Loughran. Loughran gets it back from Leonard. Trying to make his way out in front. Held up there by Twining. Newcomb comes across to help. Backhands out to the line. And Lavoie will skate it out to center ice. Tries to make his way into the zone, but cut off there by Johansson. And it's lifted out to center ice. Right off a change. Coming out is Kasarowski. Near side trying to make his way into the zone. Onside. Knocked off the puck though at the last second by Loughran. One of the new additions to this New York Aviator club. And now to the near side, backhanded forward for Armbruster. Cleared all the way down by New York, and that's going to go for the icing. Play is stopped with 3:27 left to go in the first period. Shots on goal 18-4 in favor of the Trenton Habs, and most importantly leading on the scoreboard by a score of 4-0. Face off will be to the right of goaltender, correction to the left of goaltender Chris Petrosino. And if you're watching on the video feed, you already knew that as it comes back to the point, dumped into the corner. Rene with it, having to avoid not only the defenseman but the referee as it's kept in by Kasarowski to Armbruster, now back behind for Lobianco. Lobianco with it, out in front for Rene, top of the circle, backhand try, and it goes high. To the near side, New York will come up with it. Doubling back as Elagio loses it to Rene. He moves it on a mini break. Rene tries to go short side and a blocker save by Petrosino. Cleared up ahead. Going to be kept alive again by Facina. Lifted out in front off the stick of Sutton and wide. Rene, backhand pass out in front. Goes off a leg. Down throw in front for Lobianco. Backhand try himself. No, it's thrown out in front. Wrap around try. It's loose in front. Elagio will at least skate it up ahead to the line. Kept alive by Kasarowski. Turns and fires. Blocked in front by Sutton. Great pressure here by Trenton. not satisfied with the 4-goal lead as they try to move in. Intercepted by New York. Coming out is going to be Steinmel, 3-on-2. Steinmel, top of the circle, side of the goal. Steinmel tries to throw it in front, nobody there. Lobianco will chip into the corner for himself. So a couple slashes, able to leave it for Facina. Andrew Facina clears around to the near side. Russell Armbruster off the boards and out to center ice, hopping over a stick. It's going to be a race for the puck. Getting back there is going to be Papa. He'll lift it right back out to center ice. Could be a break here for New York. Moving in is Elagio. He's got a sharp angle, though. Tries a shot, and he fans on it. And making the save is Berger. Cangelosi will clear around to the far side. 2 minutes left to go in the first period. New York trying to get some pressure on it. Coming out in front with a shot on goal, and it goes high. Good little shot there coming in from Gerard Clayton. Lifted out to the line, and New York able to keep it alive as it's dumped in deep by Clayton. And now they call... We got some pushing and shoving down below here as Berube grabbing the face mask of Papa. Looks like they're both going to take a seat. 1:47 left to go in the first period, and we'll see what gets called. And if they call a face mask on Berube, that could be a 5-minute major. We'll see what goes up on the board. From the signals that I saw, it looked like it was roughing calls that will cancel out. We'll see what goes up on the scoreboard, if anything. It does look like we're going to play. According to the manpower that's out there, it looks like it's going to be a power play. But they haven't put up anything up on the scoreboard just yet. The referees are conversing about it. Again, it's a 2-referee, 1-linesman system. And it looks like Trenton's going to make a wholesale change here. We'll play 5-on-5. So face-off deep in the New York zone. Twining going to take the draw for the Habs. Wins it over to Lavoie, who overskates. Watkins follows up and dumps into the corner. Goes over everybody's head. Racing back is Abe Sutton. Into the corner, past Lavoie. New York still controls, trying to make their way out to center ice. Backhanded forward by Gerard Clayton, but only got as far as DeLisa, who on the back check, able to come up with it. Gets it over to Newcomb. Over the line. Dumps into the corner. Chasing down is DeLisa on the forecheck. He'll get there first. Tries to squeeze past the check of Johansson. He'll throw it in for Twining. Knocked away from him. Lifted out to the line. So it's 2 minutes each for roughing on the penalty. As it's Papa and Berube. As Twining will try to move in once again. Dumps it back behind the goal off a stick. Sutton will get spun around. Twining turns around and fires, and it's blocked wide. Trenton still controlling. Making a way out in front. DeLisa, side of the goal. Looking for a cutter. Lavoie moves in, nothing there. 45 seconds remaining in the period. Back behind the goal, Twining has it. Backhands into the near side corner for DeLisa. Taking his time. Looks like a power play there for Trenton as they try to pass out in front, knocked away by Sutton, and they battle in the corner. Twining comes over to help out. Tries to backhand it across for Lavoie. Has some room. Lavoie with a shot. Saved by Petrosino. And then it's going to trickle slowly out to center ice. And New York can try to move the other way, 2-on-2. Pass up ahead. Too strong for Guido. And controlling is Newcomb. Over to Facina. He gets ridden to the boards there. Good hit by Guido. Coming across to help out is Twining. Awful leg. But the only one out in front was Newcomb. He passes up ahead, almost intercepted, and here comes Twining the other way. Gains the line and dumps into the zone. Looks like he didn't gain the line as they're going to call icing with 8.8 left to go in the first period. It's 4-0 in favor of the Trenton Habs. Okay, I'm glad you could join us here on IYMSportsRadio.com. On the audio side, we're going to keep things live throughout the broadcast. So you'll be treated to the wonderful sounds of the Zamboni and a little bit of silence there. But New York has one last chance here. Thrown across, shot on goal. It's loose out in front. Nice save by Berger as it goes into the corner. And that will do it for the period. After the play, Armbruster gets knocked down by Steve Leonard. And the frustration is showing, down by a score of 4-0 after one period. So we're going to take a quick break. Again, we'll keep the microphones live. You're listening to and hopefully watching the Trenton Habs on IYMSportsRadio.com. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, live from the Sun National Bank Center in Trenton, New Jersey. About to start the second period between the Trenton Habs and the New York Aviators. Habs have a 4-0 lead thanks to goals by Peter Twining, Russell Armbruster, Joe Kingelosi, and Justin Goldstein. They lead in shots 20-5, and 1 for 2 on the power play, while New York has yet to experience the man advantage as we're underway second period. Those of you on the radio side, the Trenton Habs are going left to right, New York right to left as they try to escape the zone. It's going to be Twining up ahead, intercepted by Elagio, goes off a leg, now skating through is Twining with help from DeLisa. He'll lift it up ahead just as far as Johansson. He'll dump right back into the Trenton zone. 19:40 left to go in the second period as Laval will try to move in. Over to Twining. Nice stop move, takes a shot on goal, and a glove save by Petrosino when play is stopped. 19:30 left to go in the second period. Okay, glad you could join us here on IYMSportsRadio.com. Those of you who are listening to the audio only, you have an opportunity here to listen to the video, or watch the video as well. Just go to twitter.com/IYMSportsRadio and click on the link. It's a Ustream link for the video broadcast. We've had some good response from it thus far. As Lobianco will take the draw for the Trenton Habs. Cleared to the near side. New York will control. Pitchforks to the line, kept alive by Lobianco, and now left it for Armbruster. Armbruster tries a shot, goes off a leg. Rene in the corner, looking for Armbruster out in front. Gets it across. Shot on goal, it's loose in front, and then it banks in off the goaltender, Petrosino, and it looks like it's going to be a goal there for Russell Armbruster. If it is, that'll be his second of the game, 10 to the season. We'll listen along for the announcement. But either way, with 19:16 left to go in the second period, it's 5-0 Trenton. Again, a quick start here for the Trenton Habs in this second period. As the face-off at center ice again, we'll listen along for the announcement of the goal. As Trenton will try to move in once again, falling down. It was Rene. Intercepted there by Clayton. He'll lift it all the way down off the board. So go on goal. So Burton will steer it aside and out to center ice as they come in offsides. So it's Armbruster from Hune. Again, Armbruster, the forward out of Cleveland, Ohio. Second goal of the game, 10 to the season. And it's a 5-0 Trenton Habs lead. Armbruster to take the draw for Trenton. Moving in was Clayton. He wins back for Papa, and he'll dump into the zone. Facina there, side of the goal, up ahead for Lobianco. He lets it go. Kept alive by New York as it's shot wide by Johansson. Facina on the far side for Rene. Spins around to control. Good break out to center ice. Hops over the stick of Armbruster. He's got 2 in the game already. Moves in 3-on-2. Armbruster makes his way out in front. Armbruster backhand try, and it goes through the crease. Comes back to the point for Facina. Keeps it up ahead for Armbruster. Loses control. New York can move the other way. Backhanded out to the center ice. Moving in 1-on-1. Moving in is Guido. Tries a shot blocked down right away. And Armbruster will clear it all the way down. Not going to make it for icing. Either way, it's on goal. Or just wide of the goal, rather. It's coming back was Papa. Clear around the far side, intercepted, moving in. Here comes Trenton. Backhand try, blocked out in front. As Berube tried the backhander. As far side, it's going to be Conklin moving out. He has some speed on the far side, moving in 2-on-3, though. Tries to race out in front. A good shoulder check up there by Francois Berube, and he'll come out the other way. He gets held up there, still controls. Berube out to center ice. Still powers his way out to the center ice line. Into the zone, trying to get it for Goldstein. Knocked off his stick. Goldstein now controls on the near side. He'll just dump into the zone. Petrosino will stop it back behind the goal for Papa. Pass up ahead, intercepted by Watkins fresh off the bench. Newcomb on the near side, back to Papa. Intercepted to the far side. Now it's going to be intercepted by Conklin. He'll move in, shot on goal, deflected, save. Burton doesn't know where it is. It's still loose, and the referee lost sight. And the play is stopped. 17:31 left to go in the second period, as it looks like we're going to have some penalties. At the side of the goal in the corner, a little bit of a battle. We'll see who ends up going into the box. Looks like it's going to be just on New York. So this is another Habs power play. As sitting in the box, Brian Laughlin. For Trenton, their third opportunity on the power play. They are 1 for 2 thus far. An opportunity to extend their lead. They're up 5-0, 17:31 left to go in the second period. Cangelosi wins the faceoff back, but it went off his leg. Goldstein tries to make his way out in front, but clearing it down is going to be Abraham Sutton. It'll go all the way down. Kyle Hune will race back behind his own goal and come out near side. Hune on the far side gains the line and clears into the near side corner. Goldstein tries to control, unable to corral it, but it's given up to Cangelosi, side of the goal, thrown out in front, shot and score! Francois Berube with the goal, his 13th of the season. Another power play goal for the Trenton Habs. They lead it 6-0. For Trenton, 2 for 3 on the power play as we have a change in goaltender for the New York Jr Aviators. Now in goal for the Aviators, number 31, Daniel Teisch. The goaltender out of Oceanside, Long Island. 0-5 record with a 4.07 goals against average. As the Aviators are just looking for a change, and nothing that Petrosina could do on most of those goals. And it's just a real strong Trenton club here, looking to power their way into first place, trailing the Syracuse Stampede by a few points with a game in hand. As we've got 16:45 left to go in the second period. It's lifted out to center ice. Moving up with it's going to be Cangelosi. Could be a 3-on-1. Cangelosi, side of the goal, takes a shot, tries to go short side, but it goes wide, and here comes New York the other way. Can't clear it out. Goldstein dumps it back behind, but only got as far as the New York defense, and now it could be a 2-on-1 the other way. Pass up ahead, too strong for Conlon. He tries to chase down back behind the goal, gets shouldered off hard there by Watkins, and then a pass up ahead for Berube. Newcomb on the far side, moving 2-on-2. We'll just dump into the corner. Getting there first, though, is Goldstein. He dumps back behind the goal. Steve Leonard will try to come out near side. Up ahead looking for Conklin. He can't grab it. Lobianco will come up with it over to Goldstein. Into the zone 2-on-2. Goldstein moves into the slot area. Gets ridden off nicely. Gets hauled down. Kostiolik follows up into the corner. Tries to throw it in front. Diving out his Teisch to cover up. And some pushing and shoving in front. And getting checked there was Lobianco by Loughran. Does not look like any penalty is going to come of that, though. With 15:50 left to go in the second period. It is a 6-0 Trenton Habs lead. Face-off will be to the right of Teisch. To the far side, Kostiolik will lift it along the glass and back behind the goal. Good battle back behind. Good shoulder check by Sutton. It comes outside of the goal. Trenton comes up with it, thrown out in front for Rene with a shot, and it goes just wide. Rebound hard off the boards. Armbruster couldn't corral it, and it comes out to center ice. Could be a 2-on-1 the other way, but a good back check by Rene. Rides him off, and Hune will control back behind the goal. Hune with it, long pass forward for Lavoie. Lavoie far side moving in 3-on-3. Tries a little move, gets it in front for Rene with a shot off the side of the goal. Armbruster comes back out in front. Little move, goes just wide. Near side cleared around by Cooney. Back behind, giving up to Lavoie, but he's by himself. Looking for some help. Trying to throw it in front for Armbruster, who was cutting in. It went off a leg, and here comes New York the other way. Pass forward off a stick, intercepted by Facina, as Elagio couldn't quite control. Kasarowski off the glass, out to center ice. Armbruster passes ahead for Lavoie, moving in 2-on-3. Lavoie on the far side. Goes into the corner, on his backhand behind the goal. Looking to wrap around, try and save there by Teisch. Loose out in front, and cleared away by Cooney. And that's going to go all the way down for the icing call against New York. Play a stop with 14:43 left to go in the second period. 6-0 in favor of the Trenton Habs. 2 goals by Armbruster, 1 each by Twining, Berube, Cangelosi, and Goldstein. Be sure to join us for our next Trenton Habs broadcast. It'll be next Sunday, December 4th, right back here, Sun National Bank Center, 11:30 in the morning, as the Trenton Habs will host the Philadelphia Jackals, and that will be another video broadcast. As it comes in right on goal, Twining right at the faceoff, got it on net, and Teisch able to cover up to make the stop. So again, that's next Sunday, 11:30 in the morning, Trenton Habs against the Philadelphia Jackals. Those of you wondering about the video broadcast, looks like it's going okay. It's right in on goal was Twining, and a save. Rebound thrown out in front. Cleared away at the last second by Papa. And back for Kasarowski. Keeps it alive and dumps into the corner. Good hit there by Papa, though. Trenton able to come back up with it. Thrown out in front again, looking for Lavoie, who was cutting in, and comes all the way back out to center ice where Facina can control. Almost giving up in front for McCarthy. And Trenton, a little lax in their own zone throughout parts of this game, most notably in the first period where New York had a couple of good opportunities, even hit the post a couple times. But Lisa has it now. Good clear pass up ahead. Moving in one-on-one is Lavoie. Lavoie comes out. Lavoie, nice little move, tries a backhander, and it's sticked away by the goaltender, Teisch. Back behind. Twining tries to throw out in front, but he gets held up there by Papa. Twining with it once again, using his size. Wraparound try, save. Rebound lifted by Berube, and a save by Teisch, and he holds on. Stopping play with 13:50 left to go in the second period. Shots on goal 26-6 in the game. That makes it 6-1 in the period. Most importantly, it's 6-0 in the game in favor of the Trenton Habs. Again, if you want to watch the video broadcast of today's game, it's go to twitter.com/IYM Sports Radio and click on the Ustream link, and you'll be tuned right into our video broadcast as Costioli tries right out the faceoff over to Cangelosi. Cangelosi scores! Able to reach around Teisch for the goal for Cangelosi. That is his second of the game, 12th of the season. And with 13:44 left to go in the second period, it's 7-0 Trenton. Face-off controlled by the Trenton Habs. Watkins with it, will pass up ahead for Berube, trying to make his way into the zone 3-on-2. Berube thrown out in front, sticked away by Teisch. Goes back to the point. Newcomb with a drive. Saved by Teisch, and he holds on. Stopping play, 13:33 left to go in the second period. Again, 7-0 in favor of the Trenton Habs. 2 goals each by Armbruster and Cangelosi. Twining, Berube, and Facina. Nope, that's Goldstein, not Facina. With that last goal, all of them with single markers, as Costioli got in front, tries a shot. Cut held up there by Cooney. Cleared around to the near side. Sutton tries to backhand up ahead. Intercepted Cangelosi. Thrown out in front for Costioli. Saved by Teisch. And here comes New York the other way. Could be a 3-on-2. Conklin moves out. Conklin will gain the line. Tries to up into the corner. Fans on it. Catches up with it himself. Tries to go into the corner. Held up there by Hune. And then cleared to the line. But kept alive by Sutton. He dumps right back into the zone offside. So a free clear here for the Trenton Habs. Hune with it across for Facina. Facina for Berube, tipped over behind Goldstein. Correction, that's Cangelosi. He catches up, absorbs a shoulder from Sutton, but still able to dump in. Teisch will clear around to the near side. Kept alive by Cangelosi. Into the corner, chasing down is Sutton. He gets decked there by Berube. And now coming over the side of the goal, Goldstein tries to wrap out in front, and it's blocked it out at the side of the goal and cleared out to center ice and down. Not going to make it for icing. Racing out is Burton to clear it away, and we have a penalty away from the play. Let's see what gets called here. Looks like it's going to be a roughing call on Trenton. Going to the box, number 10, Francois Berube. The forward out of Baie-Comeau, Quebec. Sits in the box for the rough. So New York will go on the first power play of the game with 12:36 left to go in the second period. See if they can get on the board here. Trailing by a score of 7-0. Face off deep in the Trenton zone. Gerard Clayton to take the draw for New York. As it's one back to the point, controlling is Papa. Papa turns and fires. Scores! Quick wrist shot there by Victor Papa. His 4th goal of the season. A power play goal by the New York Aviators. And they're on the board, trailing 7-1. Right off the faceoff, one right to him, and lifted it over the blocker of Josh Berger for the power play goal. New York on the board, trailing though 7-1. 12:31 left to go in the second period. As now they'll move in with some renewed life, but getting decked there was Clayton by Kasarowski. And it's to be Lavoie controlling in his own zone for the Habs. Almost gives it up out in front, gets it right back. Here comes Lavoie the other way. Pass across, he was looking for DeLisa. A little too strong for him. As now it's going to be followed up. Newcomb will try to move in. Looks like he was well off sides, but nothing called. As now New York will control. 12:05 left to go. Second period. Dumped into the corner. Chasing down is Gerard Clayton. He'll get there first to avoid the icing. Thrown out in front. Goes all the way through. Cleared to the line. Kept alive by Johansson into the corner for Clayton. He tries to throw out in front. Cleared away by Cangelosi as it went off the side of the goal. And here comes Trenton the other way. Lavoie with it, coming out 2-on-2. Could be a 3-on-2. Comes to the near side. Lavoie with it. Tries to race his way in, but knocked away. Good defensive play by Johansson. Kick forward for Recco. All the way across and out to center ice. Intercepted by Gabe Watkins. He'll dump it in and around. Near side, Lavoie will get there first for Trenton. He'll just dump in deep. He tries to at least. It goes off a leg back to the point. Kept alive by Hune. Takes a shot. Goes well wide. And it looks like he was looking for a deflection. Goldstein will dump it back behind the goal into the corner. Johansson with it. Gets it off the glass and out to center ice. Hune will dump it right back into the New York zone. Teisch back behind his own goal. Leaves it for Papa. Up the boards. Off the stick of Armbruster. Reaches back to control. Rene was way offsides. He touches up. And play is stopped as Rene absorbs a couple of pushes and shoves from McCarthy and Johansson, but they break it up rather quickly. So we've got 11:09 left to go in the second period. 7-1 in favor of the Trenton Habs. Glad you could join us here on IYMSportsRadio.com and on Ustream. Armbruster wins the faceoff forward. New York able to control pretty easily, and they cleared it all the way down, but it was deflected, so no icing called. Racing back is Kyle Hune with it. Out of Brick, New Jersey, he'll skate through. Up ahead looking for Goldstein. He gets cut off there, but Hune follows up, and could be a 3-on-2 for Trenton. Moving in Hune on the near side, has Armbruster on the drop and gets it to him. He overskates, gets it right back, backhand try, and it goes wide. Kind of a sloppy play there, but they still got a shot on as Watkins throws out in front from the point. It's cleared away by New York. Knocked out of the air, right to Goldstein, though. Gets it across into the corner for Armbruster. Armbruster into the faceoff dot. Takes a shot, and it goes high and wide as he tried to go short side. Watkins throws out in front. Here comes New York the other way. On the near side is Sutton. Gains the line and dumps in. Into the corner, Hune with it. Now to the near side corner, Watkins. Just spreading things out. Able to clear out there. It was Rene on a second try, actually, as it went off a leg first time. But now Cooney will come up with it. Cleared up ahead. Swing and a miss there. Trying to move in was Loughran. He tried to dump in. They battled 2-on-2 on the far side. Good hit there by Leonard as he almost rode Goldstein into the bench. But now moving out, Armbruster. Shoulder blocks his way into the zone. 3-on-2. Armbruster, top of the circle, takes a shot, and it's deflected out of play. 9:53 left to go in the second period. Shots on goal for the game, 30-7 in favor of Trenton. They lead on the scoreboard, 7-1. Be sure to join us for our next broadcast coming up on Thursday. That's December 1st. As the Pennsbury High School Falcons will host the Council Rock High School South Golden Eagles. Actually, it's the Golden Hawks. So either way, that's coming up on Thursday, 8:55 p.m. from the Grundy Arena in Bristol, Pennsylvania. Facina controls back behind his own goal with 9:35 left to go in the second period. Coming up with it is DeLisa. Crisscross move, moving in 3-on-2. Offsides is a little too quick there was Cody Newcomb as he raced into the play, just off by about a stride. So play is stopped at 9:30 left to go in the second period. Again, next broadcast coming up on Thursday, Grundy Arena, Thursday at 8:55, Pennsbury High School against Council Rock South. As Newcomb will dump into the zone, DeLisa on the near side will control. Slammed to the boards there, good hit by Johansson. Squirts out to Steimel, who clears around far side. Elagio can't reach, Newcomb can't keep, but he controls at center ice. Facina with it, up ahead for Lavoie. Got a piece of it, but he overskated, and Ray Recco can come up with it. Pass up ahead, intercepted by Twining, and he'll just lift it on goal. Sticked away easily by Daniel Teisch. And New York controls back behind the goal. Good hit there by Lavoie on Papa. Papa able to escape through. Pass up ahead. Almost a breakaway, but intercepted last second by Facina. Kasarowski back to Facina in his own zone. Nice pass up ahead, but it was a little behind Berube. He didn't quite realize it. Goes in on goal, and Teisch will cover up. But Berube skating through with a nice shoulder after the play. I'm surprised he didn't get called for that one. The way Lavoie seems to correction of Berube likes to play. A little bit of a mean streak in him. A little bit of an edge to his game. And it's worked out for him as he's near the top of scoring. Actually, he's tied with James Kelly in scoring. Wraparound try by Berube as he tried to pass Kelly in the scoreboard. And a penalty coming up against New York as it's going to be against Trenton. New York will move the other way into the zone. They pull the goaltender for the extra attacker. Back behind the goal. It's touched up by Kasarowski. And what do we have here? It looks like it's going to be a hold on Berube. So as we were singing his praises for James Kelly for the team leading goals, he sits in the box. New York, this is their second opportunity on the power play. They are 1 for 1 on the man advantage. And speaking of James Kelly, by the way, he is scratched from the lineup. No injury, just a healthy scratch. I believe he's still back at home in Indiana doing the family thing. As New York moves in right away, a shot comes in from Steve Leonard. Save by Berger. Cleared across for Sutton. He'll dump into the corner. The only one there is Watkins, though. Pins it to the board, spins around, trying to control and kill some more time. He's surrounded by 3 Aviators. Now they skate through and take it away back behind the goal. Looking for a cutter out in front. Goes into the corner and comes out top. Leonard back to the point. Intercepted. Trenton can try to move the other way. Trying to move up ahead was Kosiolik. He got held up. Now gets it across for Armbruster, moving in one-on-one short-handed. Takes a shot. Saved by Teisch as it goes into the corner. Armbruster with it on the far side. Spins around to kill some more time. Gets around Sutton, trying to make his way out in front. Gets hauled down. Still trying to play while on his gut as New York will move the other way. Still on the power play for the next minute 15. And here comes New York. Dumped into the zone there by Stephen Leonard. On the goal, Kyle Hune will get there first, but he gets held up there. But now able to squeeze through a couple of forecheckers and slams it up the glass and all the way down. 1:02 left to go in the New York power play. They control back behind the goal with 7:20 left to go in the second period, trailing 7-1. And the pass up ahead looking for Brian Laughlin will go all the way down. Not make it for icing, but Clayton side of the goal. Tries to get it across for Laughlin. It's going to be intercepted, and now Hune will move out 2-on-1 short-handed. Hune on the near side moves in, takes the shot. He fans on it. Backhands it across anyway on the spin move. But now it's going to be Leonard the other way on the power play. Moving it now, it's a breakaway for New York. Clayton will try to move in. Sidestep move. Tries to get a shot off. Lifts and he scores! Great stick handling there by Gerard Clayton for another power play goal for New York. For Clayton, that's his 7th of the season. And with 6:58 left to go in the second period, it's now 7-2 Trenton. That seems to be the trick for New York. Get on the power play and score. They're 2 for 2 on the man advantage. That's something that Trenton wants to keep an eye on. Stay out of the box, and it looks like they're going to be okay if they do that. But if they go in the box, they're going to be in some trouble. Again, it looked like a broken play there for Clayton. A couple of times he had his stick lifted by Lobianco and a couple other defensemen. Still able to power his way into the slot area. Made a nice move around Berger for the goal. Again, 7-2 now in favor of the Trenton Habs. Face off at center ice, Armbruster. One over to Rene, who skated through. Across for Kosiolik, they'll dump into the zone and back behind the goal. Now to the near side, Rene able to body his way over to the puck. Tries to make his way out in front. Rene out into the slot, takes a shot, and he goes just wide. Looked like he tried to go short side. Dump back to the point, kept alive by Newcomb. Throws out in front, deflected side of the goal. Armbruster catches up and takes a shot. And it's another save. Now loose in front for Rene with a try. Another save by Teisch. Good goaltending there by Daniel Teisch on relief from Petrosino after the 6th goal. Now moving in is Armbruster. Passed across. Armbruster tries again. But now it's going to be Newcomb out in front for Kosiolik. Turns and fires. Kick save and a beauty. Left to the point for Watkins. Watkins back to the point. He slams it off his own player, Kosiolik. It's loose top of the slot. Kosiolik has trouble controlling. Races back to keep it in the zone. Kosiolik. Dump back behind for Armbruster. Armbruster backhands out in front looking for Newcomb. Tries a shot. Blocked in front and covered up by Teisch. And play is stopped. 6:02 left to go. Second period. 7-2 in favor of the Trenton Habs. As a good response there by Trenton after the New York power play goal. But ever since that goal, Teisch has been real strong in net, making some beautiful saves. Faceoff is going to be moved all the way back into the Trenton zone. It looks like, not exactly sure why the faceoff was moved. Maybe the defenseman moved in on a little bit of a scrum. As the faceoff will be down and controlled by Facina. Facina cleared to the near side. Lavoie will control. Turns around, throws it across off the leg, but catching up with it is going to be Cangelosi coming in 2-on-2. Gains the line and dumps in. Back behind the goal, Berube into the corner. Now back behind, trying to get a Cangelosi, but it's cleared away to the point. Kasarowski lifted up ahead, knocked down nicely by Guido. Out to center ice. Lavoie will race across to it. Dump it up ahead for Kasarowski off the boards. Knocked off a stick, and New York can move the other way. It's going to be dumped down by Guido. Berger back behind the net. Leaves it for Facina, who slams it around the near side for Berube. He lets it go for Cangelosi, and he'll try to move the other way. Cangelosi across for Lavoie into the zone. Nice toe drag move to try to make his way out in front. Lavoie comes in, takes a shot, and he just missed. Back to the point, Facina keeps it alive. Dumped up ahead for Lavoie. Past him into the corner for Cangelosi. Cangelosi pins it to the board, spins around the check of Sutton, coming over to help out a Stymel. He gets decked by Berube, but still able to clear around the center ice. Kasarowski with it. He'll angle it out to the New York zone. Sutton with it for the Aviators. Clear to the line. Facina keeps it alive, thrown out in front. Actually, it was a shot. It's deflected away. Berube tries to kick it in on goal. It's still loose out in front. Trying to backhand it on was Lavoie. He controls in the corner. Lavoie trying to make his way out in front. Lifts it off the side of the net there as he tried to go short side. Cangelosi back behind. Banks it up the side of the net and tries to make his way out in front, but it's covered up by Teich. And play is stopped. 4 minutes, 44 seconds left to go in the second period. Trenton Habs lead the New York Aviators by a score of 7-2. Goal scorers in this one is 2 each for Armbruster and Cangelosi. Twining, Berube, and Goldstein with the single markers for the Habs. And it's Clayton and Papa for New York. As a shot comes in, save, rebound, he scores! Kosciolik fires it home. That is his first goal of the season. And with 4:40 left to go in the second period, it's 8-2 Trenton. The initial shot came in. I thought it was a save, but it went off the post. And able to knock home the rebound real quick was Kosciolik, the forward out of Long Valley, New Jersey. Makes it an 8-2 Trenton lead. Face-off is down. Kosciolik trying to dig at it, but skating through is Laughlin. Tries to make his way into the zone. Cut off there by Watkins. Renee comes over to help out and dumps it back behind the goal. Clears around for Hune. Lifts it off the glass and out to center ice, where New York will flip it right back in. Watkins gloves it down. Cross for Kyle Hune. Now to Watkins. To the near side for Kosciolik. Cleared around to the far side. Good forecheck here by New York. Good pressure. Looks like Watkins is going to be able to pass up ahead, and it's going to be beaten. Coming out 3-on-2. Here comes Trenton into the zone. Drop pass for Renee. Renee thrown out in front. Goes off a leg. Back to the point for Watkins. Watkins tries to lift it in front. Goes off a leg into the corner. Kosciolik will clear it around to the far side. Getting there first is Papa. Gets ridden to the boards. Good hit there by DeLisa. Trying to dig at it is Armbruster. He gets shouldered off by Steve Leonard. Leonard will skate through and dump it back behind. Now to the near side. Leonard will try to make his way out in front. Dangerously out in front of his own goal. It's going to be intercepted by Trenton. Up ahead for DeLisa. Sharp angle gets it over to Armbruster. Back behind for DeLisa in the corner. He gets ridden off nicely by Johansson. They battle in the corner. DeLisa and now Goldstein comes in to help out along with Steve Leonard. Good 2-on-2 battle near side corner. Referee telling him to move the puck. Still digging at it. An extra player comes in for New York. Cleared around Newcomb, and that's going to go all the way down. No icing will be called as Facina races back for the Trenton Habs. Looking to catch him on a change. Pass up ahead for Justin Goldstein. Tips it forward. Now it's a race for the puck. It's going to be tipped in the zone by DeLisa. Into the corner, Twining. Uses the body to control. Going to get slammed there. And another big hit on him by Papa, who dropped his stick. Now Facina with it on the far side. Thump back behind the goal. Twining picks up the stick, and he knocks down Papa. Kind of lifted his stick on him. They're going to call a hook on him there, so it's going to be 2:52 left to go in the second period. New York goes on the power play once again. They're 2 for 2 on the man advantage, trailing by 6. It's 8-2 in favor of the Trenton Habs. So it'll be a hook going in the box of Peter Twining. And we'll see if New York can keep up their perfect streak on the power play late in this second period. Face-off will be to the right of goaltender Josh Berger. In the draw is Gerard Clayton, along with Armbruster. Now to the near side, New York is trying to control. It's going to be Ray Recco. Tries to make his way out in front. Recco with a shot save. Rebound goes into the corner. Good little butterfly save there by Berger as it's thrown across. Shot on goal, save, rebound is covered up by Berger, and play is stopped as the wrist shot came in from Abraham Sutton. Play stopped with 2:37 left to go in the second period, 1:46 remaining in the New York power play. New York has definitely played a much improved second period. Helped along with a couple of power play goals. See if they could do it again here as New York will lose the faceoff into the corner, but getting there first is Conklin. Conklin back to the point, but vacating was Stymel. It's going to go all the way down into the Aviator zone. Stymel controls back behind the goal with 1:38 left to go in their power play. You can probably hear behind us them setting up for the Trenton Titans game coming up next against the Chicago Express. But now moving in on the power play, side of the goal, spinning around is Clayton into the corner. Thrown all the way across to the point. Wrist shot comes in, deflected, and it goes wide as the shot came in from Recco, the deflection from Conklin. Up ahead, this is Clayton, knocked off a stick. Cangelosi can move out 2-on-1 short-handed. Cangelosi moves in with Watkins. Cangelosi takes it up in front for Watkins, gets hooked down, and that's going to be a penalty against New York. And that will do it for the Aviator power play. They'll move to 2 for 3 on the man advantage. We'll play 4-on-4 for the next minute and 4 seconds. That was one of those, what they call a good penalty. Stopped a scoring chance, an obvious scoring chance. That's the only penalty I would call somewhat acceptable. But going into the box is Abraham Sutton. And plenty of open ice out there for the Trenton Habs to use. With their speed out there, that's a big advantage for them. As it comes out in front, takes a shot, and it goes just wide. As racing in was Gabe DeLisa. Near side, Kasarowski. He throws out in front, deflected away at the last second by the defense as Hune controls. Hune lifts it up ahead, looking for Armbruster. Spins around to the corner, tries to make his way out in front. Spins around again, gets hooked down, nothing called. So when he lifts it up ahead, New York maybe can go the other way, but it's kept alive by Hune. Throws it in on goal, and it's blocked in out in front. 40 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4 as Armbruster controls on the near side. Tries to make his way out in front, knocked off his stick nicely by Recco. He'll backhand forward. Could be a break. It's going to be a 1-on-1. Moving in is Clayton. Clayton moves in on the backhand. Backhand try, save. Rebound is skated away by Kasarowski. 28 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4 as the pass up ahead is behind Armbruster. He's forced to just tip into the zone. Armbruster will get there first. A good hit by Papa. They both go down and dig at it. Now getting up onto his knees and now up ahead, thrown out in front was Armbruster, side of the goal. But couldn't get it there. Armbruster will try again. Wrap around, try, digging at it, and he scores! Armbruster, if he gets credit, that's the hat trick. We'll have to list it along for the announcement. But with 57 seconds left to go in the second period, it's now 9-2 in favor of the Trenton Habs. That's an even strength goal. 6 seconds remain on the 4-on-4. So adding to that, Trenton will go on the power play in 6 seconds. Again, we'll listen along for the announcement. I mean, heck, even the DJ wasn't sure if it went in because you don't hear the goal song being played. But the faceoff is at center ice, and the goal is up on the board. 9-2 in favor of the Trenton Habs. Twining ready to come out of the box. It's one forward by Leonard and all the way down, and that will start a Habs power play. So the goal actually scored by Kyle Hune. Goldstein got the assist. So for Hune, that is his third of the season, and Trenton is on the power play for the next 44 seconds. 38 seconds remaining in the period. Intercepted, moving in short-handed there was Leonard. Spins it around, tries to out in front for Elagio. Too strong for him. It goes into the corner. Berube will lift it behind for the Trenton Habs. 25 seconds remaining in the period. Again, barring a Trenton goal, they'll go into the locker room with a power play. Moving in is Berube. 3-on-2. Berube, toe drag move, takes a shot. Stick save there by Teich. Into the corner, 15 seconds remaining in the period. Coming out with it was Leonard. Cleared to the line and off the leg out to center ice. Facina will control with 10 seconds left in the period. Forward there by Papa. Got as far as Facina into the zone. Turns around. One last rush. 2 seconds remaining. Berube tries a snap pass out in front. But it's only got as far as Lavoie and the blue line. So play is stopped. As you heard the buzzer at the end of 2 periods, it's 9-2 in favor of the Trenton Habs over the New York Aviators. Habs will start the third period on the power play for 5 seconds. So we will take a quick break. We'll keep the audio microphone live, but we'll let you watch along to an old broadcast on the Ustream side. Thanks so much for joining us here on IOM Sports Radio. You're listening to Trenton Habs Hockey live from the Sun National Bank Center. Welcome back, everybody, once again live from the Sun National Bank Center in Trenton, New Jersey. About to start the third period between the Trenton Habs and the New York Aviators. The Habs carrying a 9-2 lead. Goal scorers throughout the game thus far, you've got 2 each for Russell Armbruster and Joe Cangelosi. Single markers by Peter Twining, Francois Berube, Kyle Hune, Zach Kosiolik, and Justin Goldstein. While for the Aviators, their goals scored by Gerard Clayton and Victor Papa. Shots on goal for the second period. Trenton with 16 shots, 2-period total of 36. New York with 6 shots, 2-period total of 11. New York is 2 for 3 on the power play. Trenton is also 2 for 3, but they got 5 seconds remaining in their fourth power play as we are back underway. Goldstein tries to move it up ahead into the zone. Tries a shot, gets hooked up there as the power play does expire. So now Trenton is 2 for 4 on the man advantage, but they're pretty happy with the 9-2 lead that they have as Goldstein with a good hit in the corner gets it across for Cangelosi, goes off a leg, and now New York can move the other way. Could be a 2-on-2. Moving in near side is going to be Tyler Steinmel. Steinmel, sharp angle shot. It goes just wide as he just missed the glove side of Josh Berger. Trenton will try to move the other way. It's going to be kept alive by New York, but instead they call the offsides calls. Just came out of the zone. They're calling intentional offsides. So the faceoff will come all the way back into the New York zone. Just 30 seconds into this third period between the New York Aviators and the Trenton Habs. Once again, live from the Sun National Bank Center in Trenton, New Jersey. Face-off is down, chipped up ahead, intercepted by Cangelosi into the dot, takes a shot, and he scores! Lifted it off the crossbar and in for Cangelosi. That is his third of the game, his 13th of the season. And with 19:24 left to go in the third period, it's 10-2 Trenton. A beautiful shot there, moving into the face-off. That just lifted it off the crossbar over the shoulder of Daniel Teich. And Trenton extends their lead by 8. New York controls on the near side. Trying to come out with it is Dennis Cooney. To the near side, intercepted by Renee. It's going to be an unassisted goal. Elagio will try to move in for New York. Elagio tries to chase down. Goes in on goal. It's loose in front. Backhanded just wide as Berger couldn't quite cover up. It just trickled just wide of the goal as Elagio controls. Back to the point. Comes in and fires. Deflected wide. Into the corner. Elagio will get there first. Backhands it back behind the goal for Recco. Thrown out in front. Elagio tries and he scores! Frank Elagio, his first goal of the season. The forward out of Brooklyn, New York, makes it a 10-3 lead for Trenton. A good goal there by New York. Again, 10-3 now in favor of the Trenton Titans as New York, a good response there with an important goal for the Aviators as they try to build their season. And asking them to come back from 7 down at this point is kind of a almost impossible situation, but they're all looking to build on the rest of their season as New York does control at center ice. Coming out now, it could be a 4-on-2 if they hurry. It's going to be Guido, but held up at the line, and Hune will come up with it for the Trenton Habs. Behind the goal, off the boards and out to center ice, where it'll be stopped by Abraham Sutton to the near side for Brezzi. Lifts it forward. Question, that was Cooney who dumps it in, as Hune will grab it on the far side. Tries to make his way out to center ice. Good forecheck there, but it's passed up ahead for Lavoie. Thrown across, batted up in the air. Controlled by Trenton's Peter Twining. Into the zone. Nice move to get it across for Lavoie. Turns and fires. Blocker save by Teich. To the near side, and it's chipped out to center ice by Eric Guido. Goes all the way down, and they're going to call that for icing. I thought wasn't going to quite make it over the line. But 2 minutes into this third period, it's 10-3 in favor of the Trenton Habs. Each team scoring a goal early in this period. We'll remind you of our upcoming schedule coming up. Our next Trenton Habs broadcast will be next Sunday, December 4th, 11:30 in the morning here at the Sun National Bank Center as the Habs host the Philadelphia Jackals, the back end of a home-and-home. The night before, Trenton Habs will be taking on Philadelphia Jackals at Philadelphia, and that broadcast will be on the Philadelphia Jackals website, hosted by the Philadelphia Jackals team. So make sure you search that up and check that out. For you Trenton Habs fans who wants to follow your club on the road. It's thrown out in front, looking for Goldstein. He catches up with the side of the goal, takes a shot, blocker save. Rebound out in front, turnaround tries, loose out in front, another blocker save, still loose. Goldstein tries to toe drag it, but nothing there as it's cleared into the corner for Goldstein. Goldstein tries to make his way out in front and does. Takes a shot, save, rebound loose in front. It's kicked on goal, backhand, try, and he scores! Cangelosi right there in front for his 4th of the game, 14th of the season. And with 17:36 left to go in the third period, it's now 11-3 Trenton. all sorts of pressure out in front of the goaltender, Teish. Nothing he can do about any of it. As it's another goal for the Habs, most importantly for Cangelosi. That's a 4-goal game as he now takes the lead in scoring for the Trenton Habs. Up ahead for DeLisa as he controls in his own zone. Up for Cangelosi. He'll move in looking for number 5. Moving in, Cangelosi with a shot, and it goes high up the glass. Elagio overskates over for Newcomb. Now into the corner. Trying to make his way out in front of Goldstein. Tries a backhander off the post. Again, Trenton looking for more. Up by 8. As in the corner, it's going to be Newcomb's side of the goal. Now up ahead for Cangelosi. He tries to throw it in front. And it's blocked down. Loose in front. Shot. He scores! Turnaround try by Justin Goldstein. His second of the game. His 13th of the season. And with 16:59 left to go in the third period, it is a 12-3 Titan lead. And I believe we're going to have an unsportsmanlike call on Trenton, I believe. And it's going to be Goldstein going to the box, unsportsmanlike conduct. He may have chirped to the bench, and the referee isn't going to stand for that, especially if that's going to result in this game getting out of hand. You know, New York has got to be frustrated, down by 9 early in the third period. And this is the referee's way of taking control of the game. So, in goal, New York will go on the power play for the 4th time. They're 2 for 3. And on the near side, Trenton is able to control. This is Armbruster with it. Armbruster spins around the forecheck, falls down, trying to race up ahead as Elagio. Clear to the line, and out the center ice. Lavoie will try to move in. He's coming in 1-on-2. Lavoie gets it across. Lavoie skating to the dot. Far side creates some room and goes back into his own zone. Good job killing clock there by William Lavoie. Passes up ahead where it's Cooney will stop it for New York. And now New York can start their power play, but they dump it in on goal. It'll be stopped by Burton. Correction, that's Berger in goal still. Thought they may have made the change, but now it's going to be moved out to center ice. Now 2-on-2 shorthanded. Here comes Trenton moving in. Kasarowski throws it in on goal. Save by Tyson. He'll hold on. Stopping play. 16 minutes, 16 seconds left to go in the third period. 1:18 remaining in the New York power play, but they have to start in their own zone. Face off, Wilbur to the left of Daniel Teish. Goaltender out of Oceanside, Long Island, New York. Twining in to take the draw for Trenton. As Clayton will move in for New York. New York will take control, moving out 2-on-2. This is Guido into the zone, far side. Looking for a man out in front, trying to pass it, but he couldn't quite get the handle, as getting a step on his defenseman was Mike McCarthy. Stumped back behind. Kosciulik will race back to Bevan for the Habs. Clears it around the glass, off the dasher, and all the way down. Racing for the puck is Twining, side of the goal. He'll get there first. Tries a sharp angle shot and a save by Teish. Twining gets it, tries to make his way out in front, but paddled away by Teish. Twining tries again to come out in front, but New York will regroup and pass up ahead. They're on the power play for the next 58 seconds. Cangelosi will knock it away. Now over to Twining. He'll move in short-handed. 1-on-2. Takes his time, turns, and then fires. Blocked down right away. And coming the other way will be Clayton. Forced back. Pass up ahead. Goes off a leg. Will be controlled by Leonard to the near side. Looking for McCarthy. Intercepted by Kosciulik. Now to be Cangelosi. Into the zone. Gets held up. Over to Berube. He'll move in. Short-handed. Takes a shot, and he misses. Berube into the corner, still controls, short-handed. Cross looking for Cangelosi. New York can break the other way. 25 seconds remaining on their power play. Into the zone, near zone, and a drive there by Clayton. An easy save by Berger. Trying to keep it alive, New York. Moving up ahead is Conklin. Loose in the slot area, cleared away by Facina. And Cangelosi catches up with it and lifts it out to center ice and all the way down. 5 seconds remaining in the New York power play. Is racing back is Steve Leonard. Comes out far side, comes out to center ice. Knocked off his stick, then gets it right back. Goldstein out of the penalty box. Tries to dump in, over to Elagio. New York is offside, so Armbruster with a free clear. As New York's power play has ended, they are 2 for 4 in the man advantage. Out to center ice, it's chipped forward there, moving in 1-on-1. Armbruster goes to his backhand. Armbruster goes to his forehand, wrap around, try, and he scores! Lifted it over the goaltender. A brilliant goal there by Russell Armbruster. And for him, that is his 3rd of the game, 11th of the season. And with 14:39 left to go in the third period, it's 13-3. Able to wrap it around the goaltender and lift it over him. for the 10-goal advantage. The face-off is down, chipped forward by DeLisa off a body, and then dumped all the way down by Elagio. Racing back behind his own goal, Watkins. Cleared to the far side for Berube. Berube loses control in the corner, almost spinning around, trying to grab it in front. Elagio with a shot, and it goes off a leg and out of play. Elagio had a good opportunity out in front, but it hit someone in front. Looked like it was Newcomb. So play is stopped with 14:22 left to go in the third period. It's 13-3 in favor of the Trenton Habs. Face off to the left of goal to the Josh Berger. Goes into the corner. Hune will get there first. Clears around the far side looking for Costiolo. Too strong for him. Followed up though by Twining. He'll move out 3-on-2. He'll just gain the line and dump into the zone. Rene will get there first. Holds to the board. Spins to the corner. They battle 2-on-2 as Twining comes over to help out. Rene using his size to make his way and find some room. Dumps into the corner for Twining. Goes past him. Behind the goal, Rene will get there first. Rene leaves it for Twining. Back to Rene. Plays it into the corner. Trenton doing a real good job here on possession. Tries to throw it in front. Goes off a leg. Rene still digs at it near side. Gets ridden to the boards there by Cooney. To the near side point. Unable to keep in was Hune. But he'll dump it back past Kasarowski, so he's got to come all the way back into his own zone behind his own goal. Tries to lift it up ahead. It's going to be intercepted. Out in front. Cleared away by Kosiolik and out to center ice. 13:22 left to go in the third period. 13-3 in favor of the Trenton Habs. Pass up ahead. Tipped into the zone by Steve Leonard. Far side corner is Kasarowski. Left for Lavoie. Spins it around over to Cangelosi. Cangelosi moves out 2-on-2. Over to DeLisa. They crisscross. DeLisa moves in. Drop pass for Cangelosi. Up ahead for DeLisa. Side of the goal. He goes back behind. DeLisa with it, looking for a cutter. DeLisa on the near side. Dumps into the corner for Cangelosi, but he falls down while trying to spin it out. And here comes New York the other way. This is Guido. Sharp angle. Tries a little backhander. Fans on it. Facina will knock him around and dump it back to the point. Kept alive. Thrown in on goal. Blocked away by Facina. And here comes Trenton the other way. 12:45 left to go in the third period. They move in 3-on-2. Facina gains the line. Takes a shot. And he scores! A wrist shot from the press by Andrew Facina. His second goal of the season. And with 12:41 left to go in the third period, it's now 14-3. Again, a wrist shot from the blue line. Beats Teich on the blocker. And to be honest with you, that may be the first goal that is maybe the fault of a New York goaltender. That's how well Trenton is playing in this one. It's just a wrist shot from the point. That beat him. Now Cangelosi moving in right away. Looking for goal number 5. Takes a shot. Deflected into the corner. Falls down. Catches up with it. Side steps a check from Cooney. Still controls on the near side. Tries to dump into the corner. Cooney takes it away. Cooney with it. Pass up the boards. Out to center ice. Intercepted by Facina. Knocked off his stick. Following up is going to be McCarthy for New York. He'll move in 3-on-2. McCarthy on the far side. Tries to make his way out in front. Knocked away by Kasarowski. And lifted out to center ice by Facina. 12:05 left to go in the third period. New York controls in their own zone. This is Guido. Held up at the line. Cangelosi tries to pick his way into the zone. Gets across for Lavoie. Unable to keep in, so he regroups at center ice. Lavoie moving in near side. Lavoie tries to make his way out in front and does. Lavoie drop pass for Berube. Lifts it on goal, and the net comes off. Play is stopped. It looked like Lavoie just had a little too much steam coming into the slot area and just knocked the goal off its moorings. The play is stopped with 11:45 left to go in the third period. It's 14-3 in favor of the Trenton Habs. It's Cangelosi with 4, Armbruster with 3, Goldstein with 2, and then Twining, Berube, Hune, Kosiolik, and Facina with single markers, while Clayton, Papa, and Elagio scored for New York. Face-off is down, dumped in by Kosiolik. Goes to the far side corner. Kosiolik will actually get there first. Dumps it back behind the goal for Armbruster. He gets spun around by Steinmel. Armbruster still able to control. Armbruster dumps around for Kosiolik. Trenton playing that possession game. The referee getting in the way a bit. Armbruster tries to dump back behind the goal. Goes off a body. And then back to the point. New York can move the other way. Backhanded up ahead for Elagio. Tries to break into the zone and trickles in on goal. And Berger will steer it to the corner. Elagio with a good hit there, trying to control out in front. Goes back to the point, and a drive. Deflected, and it goes just wide. Side of the goal, shot, and it goes off the side of the net as Ray Recco had an open goal. Koscielek will move the other way. Renee coming out with a 3-on-3. Renee gains the line and throws it in on goal. Stopped by Tyshin. He'll cover up, stopping play with 10:58 left to go in the third period. Remind you of our upcoming schedule coming up on Thursday. We'll be live from the Grundy Arena in Bristol, Pennsylvania. It'll be Pennsbury High School hockey as they take on Council Rock South. Again, that's coming up on Thursday. Game time is 8:55 p.m. Face-off will be down and controlled by New York. Lifted up ahead to the line, kept alive by Cangelosi and Hune. Hune will clear it around to the far side. Nobody really there on the forecheck, so it'll be Sutton move the other way for New York. Gains the line, backhands it forward. Goes off a leg. Sutton will follow up into the zone. Offsides. And he gets ridden off there by Goldstein. They'll exchange a couple 4-on shivers. And I believe they're going to call them both for that. So play is stopped with 10:43 left to go in the third period. Again, this is where the officials have to be careful. You know, a team trailing by 11 goals has very little to lose by giving up penalties. Again, they're just going to call Goldstein on the slash here, so New York will go on the power play. This is their 5th opportunity on the power play. They are 2 for 4. But they are 0 for their last 2. They started off 2 for 2. As the faceoff is down, controlled by Trenton up ahead for DeLisa. Short-handed, he'll just dump it all the way down. 10:35 left to go in the third period. 1:50 remaining in the New York power play. Back behind his own goal is Victor Papa. Pass up ahead. Nice little sidestep move to get it up ahead for Lofren, and he'll dump into the zone. Berger will stop it behind the goal. He'll clear it around, goes off a leg. Koscielek is back there to help, though. Clears around to the near side. Cangelosi will catch up with it. He'll move out short-handed. Could be a 2-on-2. Cangelosi will gain the line, loses control, tries to make his way into the zone. DeLisa will corral it and dump it back for Watkins. Watkins will lift it out to center ice and all the way down as Papa couldn't knock it down with the skate. So he's forced to come back into the corner to grab it. 10 minutes left to go in the third period. 1:15 remaining in the New York power play. Near side, Abraham Sutton almost knocked away, and it is knocked away by Cangelosi. He's looking to just kill time back behind the New York goal. Good battle back there, but racing out with it is going to be Victor Papa. Papa on the near side. Pass up ahead is going to go all the way down, and no icing will be called as Berger comes out to grab it. He'll steer it around the near side for Berube. He'll make his way back behind his own goal to the far side. He'll skate out with it on the far side. Turns into a 1-on-2, coming in short-handed. Absorbs a slash, doesn't matter. He decides to just double back and gets it over to Hune. So it's keep away by Berube. As Hune controls now, lifted all the way down. So good job by Trenton killing time. As it goes all the way down on the forecheck as Berube almost took it away from the goaltender Teisch, and New York can move the other way. 25 seconds remaining in their power play. Moving in far side is Conklin. Knocked off a stick by Facina. Conklin will try again. He gets shouldered off by Berube, and moving in is Twining short-handed, 1-on-2. He'll try to move in, now surrounded. Twining just holding the puck, killing some time, pinches to the boards, gets slammed there, but still has control. Berube comes over to help out along with 3 New York Aviator players. 5 seconds remaining in the power play. Referee telling him to move the puck. Berube will try to dig it out of there along with Twining, but New York will come out with it as their power play expires. Near side, this is Clayton. Coming in 2-on-3 to the near side is Conklin. Conklin moves in, tries a shot, blocked down by Hune as it goes into the corner. Getting there first is Facina. Clears it around to the far side. Off the stick of Koscielek. Pinching in was Papa. He'll dump into the corner. Stopped there by Hune. 8:25 left to go in the third period. Trenton leads by a score of 14-3. Koscielek will grab it on the near side. Cross looking for Twining. He comes off for the change. Hune will grab it. Actually, Twining did touch. Now Hune. Hune will move into the zone. Hune top of the circle. Hune into the corner. Backhand pass over to Twining. Couldn't quite control. Now Berube. Knocked off his stick. Now New York will try to move the other way. Berube with a good job on the back check. Gets it across for Hune. Up ahead for Lavoie. He'll try to move in. Lavoie on the far side. Knocked off his stick, and New York can move out. Could be a 3-on-3 on the near side. Moving in is Clayton. Clayton top of the circle. Clayton, backhand pass out in front. Going to be intercepted, and Trenton now can move out on a 3-on-2 break. Renee with it. Gains the line and dumps it in. He looked like he was going to throw it in on goal, but it went off the body of Dennis Cooney. Johansson has it for New York. Ridden off there by Lavoie, who dumps back behind the goal. Cooney will grab it for the New York Aviators. Pass up ahead to the line. Kept alive by Kasarowski. Throws it in on goal. It bounces in on. And it's going to be Teisch holding on, stopping play. 7:25 left to go in the third period. Shots on goal in the game. 47-13 in favor of the Trenton Habs. And they lead 14-3. Face off to the left of the New York goaltender. Kicked into the corner. Rene will get there first. Tries to make his way back behind the goal and does. Now near side corner. Dump behind for Kosiolik. Looking for a cutter out in front. Instead, he goes back to the corner, back to the point. It's going to be Newcomb. Up ahead for Kosiolik. Into the corner for Armbruster. Armbruster gets ridden off. A good hit there by Stymel. Dump back behind for Kosiolik. Good pressure here by Trenton. Just looking to rag the puck a little. Again, up by a lot, so there's no reason to really go right towards the goal. As Newcomb will try to pinch in. Intercepted by Alagio. Pass out to center ice. Could be a break the other way. Moving in is Recco one-on-one. Recco tries to go around Kasarowski. Forced into the corner. Good hit there. As Trenton will control back behind the goal. Lifted forward for Armbruster. Russell Armbruster overskates. New York controls. Near side Alagio. Alagio turns and fires, and it goes wide. Into the corner. Trying to pass out in front there was Stymel. It went off a leg, and Trenton can move the other way. They decide to just dump out the center ice. New York will try to move right back in. This is Alagio. Throws it across. A little break. Moving in. Shot. It goes just wide. Recco just with. Alagio comes out. Tries the shot. 5-hole. And it's closed off by Berger. And play is stopped. 6:15 left to go. Third period. 14-3 in favor of the Trenton Habs. Again, next Trenton Habs broadcast will be next Sunday, 11:30 a.m. right back here at Sun National Bank Center as the Habs will take on the Philadelphia Jackals. Face off to the right of goaltender Josh Berger out of Princeton, New Jersey. Watkins will clear it up ahead. Thrown out in front as it was given away, but cleared away by Facina. Far side, this is Guido. Pinned to the boards there. They battle 2-on-2. Lifted up ahead for Goldstein, but racing back is Guido. Tries to make his way into the corner. Gets held up there by Watkins. Now Trenton can escape out, coming out 2-on-2. Here comes DeLisa with Cangelosi. DeLisa will move in, drops it for Cangelosi. Top of the circle, takes a shot, blocked it away. DeLisa back behind the goal on the rebound. Into the corner. Dump back behind the goal for Cangelosi. Cangelosi all the way back for DeLisa. Now in the corner for Cangelosi. Tries to make his way out in front using that size. Has a chance on the backhand, but it's knocked off his stick. Races across to grab it and dumps it back behind the goal. Abraham Sutton unable to control from DeLisa. DeLisa back behind looking for Goldstein. Now to the near side for Cangelosi. Over to Goldstein. Goldstein with it. Cleared around to the far side. Intercepted by New York. Trying to chip it out to center ice was McCarthy. And Facina races back for the Trenton Habs. 5:10 left to go in the third period. Trenton has a big lead, 14-3, as Goldstein controls on the near side. Facina now trying to spin around the forecheck. Up ahead for Gabe DeLisa. Back for Justin Goldstein, and he'll dump into the New York zone. Brian Loughran comes dangerously out in front of his own goal. Pass up ahead looking for Conklin. It was behind him, so Hune will be able to intercept it. Now over for Cody Newcomb. Leaves it back behind the goal for Hune. Two-man forecheck here for New York. They're able to grab in the corner, but ridden off there was Conklin, and he gets decked there. A big hit by Twining in the corner, getting up off his knees, but unable to get out in front was Recco. Thrown out in front once again, but cleared away by Hune. Now Lavoie angles up ahead for Twining, coming in 2-on-2. Twining into the zone. Twining turns into a 2-on-1. Twining spins around into the corner and dumps back behind, looking for Berube. He has it back behind the goal. Again, looks like Trenton is content with the big lead, but now as I say that, Berube makes his way out in front. Berube backhand trying to go up the side of the goal and off the post. Berube on the near side, trying to make his way out in front. Cleared away by New York, and they can escape out 3-on-2. Coming out with it is going to be Victor Papa. He'll gain the line and dump it in just wide of the goal. Berger anticipated the dump in, and he was almost beaten there as they battle on the 2-on-2. Trenton controls and lifted out the center ice by Peter Twining. 3:42 left to go, third period. Trenton with a big lead as Twining controls. Cross for Kasarowski, out in front for Hune. Now up ahead for Berube. Nice sidestep move to move into the zone. Coming in 3-on-2 over to Lavoie. Lavoie in front for Berube. Has Kasarowski in front. Decides to just circle around himself into the slot area. Berube with it. Dangling back to the point. Watkins turns and fires. Save, and holding on is Teisch. And play is stopped. 3:14 left to go, third period. I want to thank everyone for joining us out there. We're live from the Sun National Bank Center in Trenton, New Jersey, both on IYM Sports Radio and on Ustream. Hope everyone enjoyed the Ustream broadcast today. We're going to do it again next Sunday. when the Habs take on the Philadelphia Jackals. As they battle 2-on-2, side of the goal, cleared around by Armbruster. Kasarowski will try to keep it alive, but Elagio is there for New York. He'll try to get it out the center ice. Intercepted by Todd Rene, and then across for Watkins. Out the center ice, looking for Kosciolek on the long pass, but now it's going to be Armbruster controlling. Into the zone, Russell Armbruster makes his way into the corner. Back to the point for Kasarowski. Able to knife it out of the air, throwing it in on goal, easily skated away by the New York defense, and they can come out 2-on-2. Far side coming in is going to be Steinmetz. Steinmetz with a shot, and it goes just wide. Kasarowski on the near side will pass it ahead, looking for Kosciolek. Too strong for him. New York will control, taken right back by Kasarowski, moving in 2-on-2. Kasarowski into the zone, tries the slot area. Knocked off his stick and chipped out to center ice as Armbruster regroups. 2:18 left to go in the third period. Armbruster has it back behind his own goal. Elagio on the forecheck. Armbruster dangerously out in front of his own net. Passes up ahead, high in the air to Facina, who gloves it down. 3-on-2 the other way. Here comes Rene. Todd Rene will dump into the far side corner. 2 minutes left to go in the third period. 14-3 in favor of the Trenton Habs. Rene clears it back to the point for Facina, who dumps it right back in. Behind the goal, Cooney will try to clear out. It's lifted up ahead, back to the point. Kuhn will keep it alive over to Cangelosi. All the way across, looking for a cutter. It was intercepted. Cangelosi will take it right back. Chips it forward for DeLisa, who dumps into the corner. DeLisa with it on the near side. Into the corner for Goldstein. Goldstein far side corner. 1:30 left to go in the game. Intercepted by New York. They'll move out the other way. Coming out 3-on-2 with some speed is Gerard Clayton into the zone. Clayton, little crisscross move, still controls, knocked off his stick at the last second by Facina. And now up ahead for Goldstein, who lifts it out to center ice. Cut off there by McCarthy. He'll dump right back into the Trenton zone. Hune is there for the Habs, across for Facina. Back to Hune. Pass is behind Cangelosi, but he's able to get it from DeLisa. Across for Goldstein, last minute of play in the third period. DeLisa in the zone, in the corner, gets slammed there. A good hit by Victor Papa. He'll take control back behind the goal. Dump behind, Cangelosi will get there first. Near side, comes out top of the circle. He's got 4 goals in the game. Between the legs of a defenseman, now out in front, Cangelosi out in front. Nice save there by Teich as the pass out in front for Kyle Hune. Thrown in on goal from the point by Newcomb, and it's covered up by Teich. And play is stopped with 30.4 seconds left to go in the third period. Face-off will be deep in the New York Aviators zone. And coming up next weekend, it's a home-and-home series for the Trenton Habs as Newcomb controls at the point, gets it across for Chris Watkins. Throws it in on goal, blocker save. Cleared away, but Twining able to stop it. Twining on the near side, 20 seconds left. Dumped into the corner for Newcomb, then around behind for Rene. Pinned to the boards, but again, he uses that size to his advantage. Now it's taken away as the second man came in. New York trying a last rush with 8 seconds left. Up ahead, could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Moving in is Conklin. Conklin backhands out in front, and it goes all the way through the crease. And that will do it. Final score in this one. Trenton wins it 14-3. So here are the goal scorers in this one. For the Trenton Habs, 4 goals for Cangelosi, 3 goals for Russell Armbruster, 2 goals for Justin Goldstein, then single markers by Peter Twining, Francois Berube, Kyle Hune, Zach Kosciolek, and Andrew Facina. For the New York Aviators, it's all single markers for Gerard Clayton, Victor Papa, and Frank Elagio. Shots on goal for the third period. For Trenton, 15 shots, game total of 51. For New York, 3 shots, game total of 14. New York ended 2 for 5 on the power play, while Trenton ended up 2 for 4. So that'll do it for us. We'll remind you that our next Trenton Habs broadcast will be on Sunday, December 4th at 11:30 a.m. as the Habs host the Philadelphia Jackals, and that will be another video broadcast. Be sure to join us for our next radio broadcast on Thursday, December 1st at 8:55 p.m. We'll be live from the Grundy Arena in Bristol, Pennsylvania as the Pennsbury High School Falcons host the Council Rock High School South Golden Hawks in a Suburban High School Hockey League National Division battle. So our final score today, the Trenton Habs 14, the New York Aviators 3. For all of us here at IYM Sports Radio from the Sun National Bank Center in Trenton, New Jersey, this is Tom Willms saying goodbye, everybody.
Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good